Yo, 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 what's good? It's the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing back at y'all with another one, man. Why is Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman has some choice words for Errol Spence. Take a listen.
At the end of the day, if he wants to move up, vacate the belts, I'll find a way to become champion at 147 once again. My pride will dislike it, because we want to compete with champions. We want to be the champion by beating the champion, But there's so many small little things like that, different politics that manifest here and there in the sport of boxing. With Errol, if it's not Bud, why not Thurman? We respect you. We admire all that you've done, Errol. We watched you compete for the USA at the Olympic Games, right? I wear red, white, and blue because it's all my American dream, and I was in pursuit to be an Olympian as well. I've walked the walk that he's walked. We know this. At the end of the day, though, your name is the truth. And the truth is, you got the WBA, you ain't seen Thurman. You took that WBC that I vacated, and you ain't seen Thurman. That's the truth. Stop playing. If you got confidence, if your team has confidence, there's a check in it. Take the check. Slap me up. Man down. Man down. Be the one to defeat the undefeated Keith Thurman. So let me go ahead and bow to you and shake your hand and call you the better man. You're a great champion, but you have not fought. You fought who I fought. You beat who I beat, but you haven't beaten me. That's just the truth.
That's just the truth.
All right. First and foremost, my mom is a huge fan of Keith Thurman. But if we're going to speak on the truth, well, let's talk about the truth, Keith Thurman. Around August 2015, actually around July 2015, they asked Floyd Mayweather, Keith Thurman's been calling you out. What do you think about a possible matchup with Keith Thurman as your final fight? Now, Floyd did not want to fight Keith Thurman at that time. Floyd was talking about retiring. He didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. He just didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. I don't care what nobody says. Floyd had the WBA Super Champion. Keith Thurman was lined up to fight Floyd. Floyd didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. Floyd had this. He was interviewed when he asked that. Right behind Floyd Mayweather was a young man with some big old bifocals looking like Steve Urkel by the name of Errol Spence. Now, Floyd Mayweather stated, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, if Keith Thurman, what I would do is vacate my title and have Errol Spence fight Keith Thurman for my title. Keith Thurman didn't want to fight Errol Spence at that particular time. Now, at that particular time, I wasn't mad at Keith Thurman for not fighting Errol Spence, because Errol Spence, he was up and coming, but he was unproven at that time. So I wasn't mad at Keith Thurman for that. It was understandable. But then Errol became that guy. Still calling Keith Thurman out. He had the IBF. Got the IBF in 2017, May 2017 from Kell Brook. Still calling Keith Thurman out. Keith Thurman was talking about his injuries. He's not fighting Errol Spence. His injuries. He's not fighting Errol Spence. Keith Thurman just did not want to fight Errol Spence. It just seemed like the more we heard from Errol Spence, the less we heard from Keith Thurman. Might have tables turned. See, the thing about Errol Spence is I was friends with Errol Spence on Facebook before Errol Spence became, Errol Spence. And Errol Spence always had that confidence in him. I'll never forget, it was he had made a status he had made a status on Facebook and he was like, man, I body Keith Thurman. And this was in 2012. No, I'm sorry, 2013, I believe. Because he went to the Olympics in 2012. So yeah, 2013. This was 2013. He made a Facebook status. He was like, I'll body Keith Thurman. Errol Spence has always believed that he could beat Keith Thurman. Errol Spence has always had that confidence. He always wanted that fight with Keith Thurman. When he was unproven, okay, I get it. I understood that. Around that time, Floyd Mayweather was hiding behind Errol to fight Keith Thurman. I get it, bro. I can understand why Keith Thurman wouldn't want to fight Errol. But like Errol was like 16-0 at the time, maybe 15-0. I don't know. He what was it, 2015? Yeah, he might have been 15, 16, but he was unproven though. So I can understand why Keith Thurman was like, nah, bro, you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fight, I'm trying to fight you. I'm not trying to fight him, I'm trying to fight you. But in 2017, once Errol got that IBF belt by beating Kell Brook in Kell Brook's hometown, or home country, I'm sorry, Keith Thurman still was not interested. He would take these long layoffs, all right? He took these he'd be inactive. He came back. Sean Porter was pressing him. Sean Porter was pressing the hell out of Keith Thurman. Like what you doing? You holding up the division. You don't have to fight one of us. Errol, me, or Dan. Which one you gonna fight? You gonna fight? Keith Thurman came out on the interview saying, I'm not fighting Errol Spence. Errol Spence told that man to his face. Man, when they had that whole PBC press conference, Errol told that man, he was like, man, I feel like Keith Thurman, he gonna duck me as long as I'm active. Keith Thurman gonna duck me. Keith Thurman, he gonna be injured as long as I'm active. Bro, now the tables are turning. Now you want to crack at Errol Spence. Errol Spence ain't he done with you, bro. He tried to make that fight. He wanted that fight with you. You didn't want that fight with him, Keefer. And I do like you, Keith Thurman. I like you because Keith Thurman has a great boxing knowledge, and he is he is very well spoken and very honest. I do like Keith Thurman. I like you, Keefy. But now that you're not this guy that was on top of the division, you've took an L from Pacquiao, an older version of Pacquiao at that. This wasn't even like you took an L from Pacquiao. All right, you didn't. I mean, you beat Mario Barrios, but you didn't look too impressive with Mario Barrios. Matter of fact, I want to say you was even hurt by Josecito Lopez at one point. Now you want an Errol Spence fight. But Errol is tied up now. And Errol is not interested in fighting you anymore, Keith. So it's like, bro, I mean, and I can't blame Errol. They wanted to make the fight with you and you constantly just rejected it. Nah, I'm not interested in fighting Errol Spence. I've never heard them bring up that, but yet you keep saying, Keith, that you've never heard them bring that up to you. Why didn't you press for it? You were at that particular time when Errol was calling you out, you would have been the A side. But you weren't interested in fighting anybody, it seemed like at that time. You was inactive, you went like, what, in the past was he had 1, 2. Within the past, 2019, 21, past 3 years? In the past 3 years, you fought what? Or in the past 2 years, you fought twice? Or the past 3 years, you fought twice? Like, in the past 5 years, you fought what, 4 times, I think? Because 2017, he fought Danny. 2019, in the beginning, he fought Josecito. Then Pacquiao. And then 2022, Mario Barrios. Keith, dog, you gotta get at the, you better fight Jerron Ennis or something, dog. Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think about Keith Thurman. Like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?